Good morning. Have you thought about that you can see how cells move through our blood? Probably kind of device has the similar functions as microscopes. But only microscopes can see the tissues in the human skull up to 7 centimeters. Laser ultrasound is able to do that. Laser ultrasound is a complex and hybrid technology which was first proposed by Li-Hung Wang, a true pioneer. According to the article written by John Hamilton in NPR organization, Wang's purpose was to explore the secrets of the human brain. He described the brain as a magical black box we still don't understand. Actually, we have several brain imaging devices currently in use, such as functional MRI or PET. But they are really slow, and they cannot see deeply enough into the biological materials. Therefore, Wang wanted to develop a new technology which is really fast and could see clearly the cells of the human brain and inner structures. This technique is called photoacoustic imaging. He and his colleagues at Washington University in St. Louis described the functional photoacoustic tomography, PAT, and 3D photoacoustic microscopy, PAM first. These techniques are based on the photoacoustic effect, a concept first advocated by Alexander Graham Bell in the 1880s. The principles of these two techniques are pretty straightforward. They combine speed, laser, and ultrasound all together. They share one fundamental common principle. When the researchers shine a pulse laser beam into biological tissues, the beam spreads out and generates a small but rapid rise in temperature. This produces sound waves that are detected by conventional ultrasound transducers. Image reconstruction software converts the sound wave into high-resolution images. A reporter named Susan Race from U.S. National Science Foundation wrote an article called Listening with Lasers. She states that because the approach does not require injecting imaging agents, researchers can study biological material in its natural environment. Nowadays, PAT and PAM are usually used in laboratory settings. However, Wang and other researchers are working on clinical applications. For example, they used PAM to study the routes of red blood cells as they travel through vessels in the brain. By observing the blood cells with photoacoustic imaging, researchers can identify how the cells move through the vessels, thereby predicting where any blockage sites are. This is really helpful in the biomedical field. Photoacoustic imaging not only can reveal the brain, but also penetrate tumors in the breast and under the skin. Another example, the technique PAT can be used as breast scanning, and it was seen as a successful clinical study. This study of a small scale trial was first developed by University of Florida, and now it licensed to a new medical device company named Advanced FPAT Imaging Inc., which developed an imaging platform and concentrated on the early detection of the breast cancer. The CEO of Advanced FPAT Imaging Inc., Michael Atley, told Optics organization that the clinical trial had involved a modest group of between 20 and 25 patients. He said, "This is a small proof of concept study that has had amazing results." This trial used JBI 360 imaging system to generate very clear images of the breast without X-ray, injections, or any radiation, avoiding anything harmful to the human body. According to statistics at Breast Cancer Organization, 40 to 50% of women have dense breast tissue, which decreases their chances of an accurate mammogram. PAT, however, can deal with any density of breast tissue. It means that mammogram will be really accurate. Breast cancer is the second most diagnosed cancer in American women. According to breastcancer.org, about 1 in 8 US women, about 12%, will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of her lifetime. And women under 50 have experienced larger decreases. These decreases are thought to be the result of treatment advances, earlier detection through screening, and increased awareness. We can see that PAT could play a significant role in the early detection of breast cancer. It would be great to have a device like they had in Star Trek, said Richard Conroy, who is the director of Applied Science and Technology. You could just lie there. The beam of light would pass over you. It would be able to tell you everything that was wrong with you. However, photoacoustic imaging cannot offer us that yet, but Wang says he holds a quite simple rule in his lab. Never say impossible. And I believe he and his co-workers can break the limitation and find out the mystery inside of the black box. Thank you.
Woo!